So, as I said, impeachment, if the Senate agrees that the party is guilty, only leads to removal from office and disqualification. Again, this is quoting the Constitution. To hold and enjoy any office of honor, trust, or profit under the United States. So you can be barred from holding further office. The party convicted, again, after they are out of office, will be liable and subject to the law. So the states decide where and when and how, because this is a reserved power. Senators and representatives are elected. So the Congress can alter those regulations if it so chooses, except as to the places of choosing senators. And this is a throwback to when senators were chosen by state legislatures. So Congress only has to gather at least once annually, and that worked probably very well when we were largely agrarian society in a much smaller country. But we need more than once a year now. But this is all the Congress is obligated to do according to the U.S. Constitution. So each house shall be the judge of the elections, returns, and qualifications of its own members. A majority of membership in a house will constitute a quorum by which to conduct business. So if it's, a majority, in the House, so 218 representatives in the House and a majority in the Senate, that's a little easier math, 51 senators, you can conduct business. If you have that, you're golden. And that's assuming a full House and Senate. If there's a vacancy, like right now in the Congress, which was just sworn in not too long ago, there are not 435 members. There are vacancies. There was a death of a representative before he could take his oath. Natural causes. A few states were battling it out over the election results still. So quorum can change, but this is typical. If there are 435 members of the House, as there should be, if there are 100 members of the U.S. Senate, as there should be, this is quorum. So a smaller number may adjourn from day to day and may be authorized to compel the attendance of absent members in such manner and under such penalties as each house may provide. And these, I wish I could play these videos for you guys, but you have the links right there. You can get them off of the slides. The TV show House of Cards did a great sort of reenactment of something that happened in the Reagan administration. This particular United States Senator from Oregon, Robert Packwood, was not around to answer a live quorum call. And I'm reading here from the Senate web page that the majority leader at the time, Robert Byrd, had called a vote. And the Senate at that time had 55 Democrats supported the legislation that Robert Byrd, the majority leader, was trying to pass. 48 members, though, were available to answer the quorum call. So Leader Byrd instructed the sergeant-at-arms to arrest the absent senators, and the Republicans scattered. In Oregon, the Oregon senator, Robert Packwood, recalled, he said, "They found me through no fault of my own by going into my reception room and asking the cleaning lady if she had seen Senator Packwood, and she said, 'Oh, he's down in his office.' the New York Times reported that the senator thwarted their entry by wedging a heavy chair against one door. He hastily bolted another, but the police had a pass key. Pushing it open, they met minor resistance. It was their mass against my mass, the apprehended senator noted. So at 1:17 a.m., Senator Robert Packwood was carried into the Senate feet first. It was by prearrangement. The senator collapsed into the arms of the officers, who then transported him feet first into the chamber. So when he was on his feet again, he said, "I did not come fully voluntarily." And it ended after this filibuster that Leader Byrd tried to call a vote on ended after 53 hours. So this is just kind of a fun little thing to watch. That it's heavily dramatized, but it's TV. It was a good show. So each house may determine the rules of its proceedings, punish its members for disorderly behavior, and with the concurrence of 2/3, expel a member. And that's happened throughout history. Now, both houses also keep a journal of their proceedings. They publish the journal from time to time, so whenever they feel it necessary to do so. And the journal does not include anything that the Congress, be it House or Senate, thinks ought to be kept secret. And again, that's just according to the judgment of Congress about what ought to be kept secret and what ought to see the light of day. So a fifth of the membership is required to get a roll call vote of a particular vote that is entered into the appropriate journal. All that means, say there's a vote on supporting dairy farmers. So the Wisconsin delegation decides they want to show, their constituents that they're behind them, the dairy farmers. So they would get up and say, Mr. Speaker, Madam Speaker, whoever's in the chair at the moment, I call for the yeas and nays. And if a fifth of the membership agreed, then there would be a recorded vote of who voted yes, who voted no. The Wisconsin delegation could get it on the record that they support dairy farmers and make the folks back home happy. So neither house during the session of Congress shall, without the consent of the other, adjourn for more than 3 days. Pretty self-explanatory. So if the House wants to adjourn, they can't do so for more than 3 days unless the Senate says okay, and vice versa. And they can't adjourn to any other place than that in which the two houses shall be sitting. So they can't adjourn and reconvene in Philadelphia or New York or something like that.